Hi, my name is Taylor and welcome to day 3 of our series 12 Days of Yoga. So day 3, we have a first quarter moon in the sign of Aries. And Aries energy is very headstrong. It's the ram. We are starting new projects. We are setting new intentions. And so I chose the theme for today to be energy. So we think of the stereotype of the Aries is very just headstrong, passionate, has a lot of emotion and just vigor. And I thought the best word to really describe this, and that doesn't have like a negative connotation or anything to it, would be energy. So day 1 and day 2, we worked with thinking up our dream life. And with this Aries energy, we can tend to have the energy to actually set the intentions, dream the life. We are ready to set forth. But Aries also can fall by the wayside. They tend to fizzle out if there's not any real dedication set into place. I myself am an Aries, and I can be bad about this. This is something that I'm personally working on right now. I have all these great ideas, and I'll start on them, and then it'll sit over in this corner for a couple of weeks, and I'll sit over in this corner for a couple of weeks. So I know for myself with this Aries energy that we need to find that dedication. So in this practice, we are going to be working with the head, because Aries rules over the head. So when you think about the body, we start with Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. It starts with the head, and it makes its way all the way down to the feet. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac, and it's the feet. That's what we had 2 days ago. We're going to be working with the head, and I also like to pair a chakra along with my practices. So I thought, okay, what's a good chakra that's going to help us build that dedication and that confidence to get these things done, to find our dream life, our dreams to be fruitful. And I chose the solar plexus chakra because that is where our confidence and our personal power lie within the body. So I'll be working with the head and the solar plexus chakra. I'm also going to be using blocks, so if you have blocks, grab those. If you don't have blocks, you can use anything block shaped, anything sturdy, and that can hold weight. I always have my playlist that you can listen to while you practice, and you just start that whenever we begin our grounding breath work. So I'll meet you on the mat. Maybe one hand on the heart, maybe one hand on the belly. We are working with the solar plexus chakra, so maybe sending a little extra energy here with the hands. So find a comfortable position for you to settle in. And we are going to close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just begin by noticing the natural breath, not changing anything. Just allowing yourself to show up here on your mat today. If any thoughts arise in the mind, simply notice them and allow them to pass. Allow whatever you've been carrying around today to melt away so that you can arrive on your mat fully present and ready to connect mind, body, and spirit. Maybe take note of the temperature of the breath as you breathe in and out through the nose. Allow the sit bones to grow heavy. Begin to deepen the breath in and out through the nose. With each breath, allow the sit bones to grow heavier and heavier as you sink down into Mother Earth. Knowing that she is holding and supporting you. As you breathe in, draw the breath all the way down to the low belly, filling up the belly, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And emptying out, starting from the collarbones, through the abdomen, all the way down to the low belly. Visualize a bright yellow light at your stomach center, where the solar plexus chakra is located. This light is warm and bright like the sun, radiating throughout your whole body. This is where your personal power, your confidence, your strength all reside. And with each inhale, allow this light to grow brighter. And with each exhale, allow for any negative thoughts to wash away. Feel this warm light emanate through your whole being. And know that you can access this energy of self-assurance, confidence, and strength at any moment in your day. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together, making these the deepest breaths we've taken all day. Inhale through the nose. Pause at the top. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Again, in through the nose. Pause at the top. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more time, deepest breath you've taken all day. In through the nose. Pause at the top. Take one more sip of air. Open the mouth and sigh it out. If you had your eyes closed, you may now blink them open. If you were sitting on a block, you can go ahead and set that block to the side. We're going to turn to face the top of our mats. We're going to release the feet to the top of the mat. And we're going to take a forward fold. Now in your forward fold, your knees can be a little bent. That makes a little bit more room for the low back. So if you need a little extra space for the low back in your folds, you can always place a rolled up blanket or pillow underneath the knees. So we're going to inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, fold over. Hands can come to the knees, the shins, the ankles, the feet, the mat. Wherever you are today is where you are going to meet yourself. Not pushing. We're just meeting ourselves where we're at the moment. We're going to inhale back to center. We're going to take the right foot and bring it to the inner left thigh. We're going to turn to frame the left leg. We're going to inhale the arms up to the sky, and exhale, we're going to fold over that left leg, hands coming to the shin, the ankle, the foot, the mat for our seated tree. Try to keep some integrity in the spine. We don't want to be rounding. Inhale, coming back up. We're going to keep the right leg bent. We're just going to bring it closer into the midline. And we're going to take the left leg over the right. We're going to plant the left hand behind the body. Inhale the right arm to the sky. And exhale, we're going to take a twist to the left, leveraging that right elbow on the left knee. Gaze can go over the left shoulder for our half Lord of Fishes. With every inhale, you want to grow taller through the crown of the head. And every exhale, we twist just a tad bit deeper. We're not forcing anything, just moving with the breath. We're going to exhale, release, and counter twist to the right. From here, we're going to unwind the left leg from the right. We're going to keep the right knee bent. We're going to plant the right hand behind the body. We're going to roll on top of that right knee. Left arm goes towards the back of the mat. Exhale, coming back down. Release the feet to the top of the mat. Give them a nice little wiggle. We're going to take the left foot to the inner right thigh. Turn to frame the right leg. Inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale, fold on our seated tree. Again, keeping the integrity in the spine. Maybe noticing any differences between the left and right side. We're going to inhale back through center. Keep the left knee bent. Bring it closer to the midline. We're going to take the right foot over the left leg. Ground the right hand behind the body. Inhale the left to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right, leveraging the left elbow against the right knee. Option for the gaze to go over the right shoulder. And again, we are growing tall through the crown of the head with each inhale. And each exhale, we twist just a little bit deeper. Finding places where we can soften and release. Next exhale, release and counter twist to the left. We're going to unwrap the right leg from the left. Keep the left knee bent. Place the left hand behind the body. We're going to roll on top of that left knee as the right arm reaches to the back of the mat for a modified wild thing. And gently lower back down. Release the feet to the top of the mat. Give them a nice little wiggle. We're going to find our way to a tabletop. So option to tuck the feet underneath the sit bones and roll forward for our tabletop. So tabletop, we have the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the sit bones, the hips. And we're going to find a couple rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to find cow where we drop the navel on the inhale, gaze goes to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to round through the back, drop the head for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale for cat. Find a couple more rounds just like that to your own breath. Eventually, we're going to find stillness. We're going to fire up that core, that solar plexus chakra, a little bit here. So we're going to take the right foot out to the back of the mat on the ball of the foot. We're just going to rock and roll on the ball of that foot. And eventually, we're going to find stillness. We're going to raise that right leg up in the air. Find your balance. And then we're going to extend the left arm out in front. Find your balance, find your core here. Inhale, stretch a little bit further. Exhale, we're going to find knee to elbow. Whew. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. We're going to find 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to our stretch. Left hand grounds, right knee grounds as well. Take a child's pose. Sink the sit bones back, widen the knees. Find your child's pose. Inhale back to tabletop. Inhale back to tabletop. We're going to take the left leg out to the back of the mat, rock and roll on the ball of that foot. We're going to find stillness here. We're going to raise the left leg. Find your balance. We're going to inhale the right arm, extend it out in front. Find your balance, find your core. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch, knee to elbow. 4 more just like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes to the mat, left knee comes to the mat. Sink it back for child's pose. Allow your body to grow heavy in your child's pose. Feel the earth. Feel the earth supporting you and holding you. And know that you can stand in your power as long as you are held and supported by the earth. You're going to inhale, coming back up to tabletop. And we're going to find our way to our bellies. So lower down gently. We're going to line the hands up with the top of the ribs. We're going to pull the elbows in closer to the body. And we're going to find a couple rounds of cobra. So we're going to start out with a baby cobra and make our way to a full cobra. So inhale. So inhale slightly up for cobra. And exhale, release. Inhale a little bit more. And exhale, release. Inhale for full cobra. And release. We're going to find a Sphinx pose. So we find the elbows underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the earth. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and look straight ahead. And breathe here. And release. Bring the head all the way down to the earth. Maybe give the forehead a little massage, moving left to right. We're going to make our way back to tabletop. And we're going to find a puppy pose. So puppy, we stay on the knees, sit bones stay in the air. And we're going to bring the hands to the top of the mat. Forehead can meet the mat, or chin can meet the mat. Or you can always use a block to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. So again, chin can come to meet the block, or forehead. Wherever you are today, that is where you meet yourself. Bringing the chin to the earth is a little bit more intense. Make sure that you honor your body by choosing. Make sure that you honor your own body. We're going to inhale, come back to tabletop. And we're going to find our first down dog. So tuck the toes and push up for our first down dog. Go ahead and pedal it out. Maybe moving side to side. Take your time as you settle into your down dog. On your next exhale, walk the hands back to the feet for a forward fold. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Allow the head to hang heavy. Maybe move side to side. In your forward fold, you don't have to have straight legs. You can always keep a little bend in the knees to make room for the low back. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come to the sky. We're going to exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale back through center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to walk the hands back to the top of the mat for a down dog. Your next inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step all the way up to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come to the sky. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Center. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, place the hands. Exhale, step it back for down dog. Your next exhale, we're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, open twist. Inhale through center and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands on your next exhale for down dog. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to step it through to the top of the mat. Inhale all the way up for warrior one. Warrior one, we have the front leg bent. That knee is going to be over the ankle. Back foot is going to be completely flat on the earth, but at a 45-degree angle. Inhale the arms up through center for warrior one. Find your warrior one, feel strong in your warrior one. Feel your power, feel your strength, your self-assurance. Strong through the core, strong through the legs. We're going to take a bind behind the back. And we're going to exhale, lower the chest towards the inner right thigh for humble warrior. Again, strong for the legs, strong through the core. Inhale, coming back up. Arms come back up for warrior one. Exhale, hands come back to the earth. We're going to step the right foot back to meet the left for down dog. We're going to repeat that on the left side. So inhale the left leg. Exhale, step it through to the top of the mat. You're going to inhale the arms up for warrior one. Take your time. Make sure you're in your warrior one correctly. Front knee is on top of that ankle. Back foot is flat and at a 45-degree angle. Find your strength in your legs. Find that inner core strength. Take a bind behind the back. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, we're going to fold for our humble warrior. Melt the chest towards the inner left thigh. Inhale, coming back to warrior one. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step it back for down dog. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to the top of the mat. Inhale for warrior one. Find your bind. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, fold for humble. Inhale for warrior one. We're going to straighten that front leg, maybe shorten the stance. Toes are facing the top of the mat. Maybe grab your blocks. We're setting up for pyramid. So inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Hands coming to the mat or to your blocks. Pull that right hip back so that the hips are neutral. Breathing here. We're going to walk the blocks up towards the top of the mat and allow for that left leg to come off of the earth for standing splits. Don't collapse in that right hip. We're going to exhale, step that left foot behind the right and take a forward fold. Release the legs for a forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place the hands. Step it back to down dog. We're going to inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, step step it through to the top of the mat. Inhale up for warrior one. Take your time. Hands come behind for a bind. Exhale for humble warrior. Inhale for warrior one. We're going to straighten that front foot, maybe shorten the stance. Toes are facing the top of the mat. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, we're going to fold over for pyramid. Again, pull that right hip, or again, pull that left hip back in space to neutralize the hips. Find your blocks if you need them. Breathing here. Maybe noticing if there's any difference between the left and right sides. We're going to walk the hands or the blocks towards the top of the mat and allow the right leg to float for standing splits. Don't collapse in that left hip. Stay strong. Keep a bend in that left knee. Going to exhale, bring the right foot behind the left for a cross leg fold. Allow the head to hang heavy. Release the legs and take another moment in this forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place the hands and step it back to down dog. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to bring the right shin to the top of the mat for half pigeon. If you have a lot of space between your right hip and the earth, you can always place a block underneath that hip. If half pigeon is not in your practice, you may make your way to your back to find reclined pigeon. So right ankle comes to left knee and you find a bind behind the left leg. So whichever posture you decide, go ahead and find that now. And go ahead and settle into your pigeon. Head can come to a block, or it can come to your hands or the mat. Just find a place where you can get comfortable. We are going to be here for about a minute. We're going to find our way back up. Going to lean over towards the right hip and swing that left leg towards the top of the mat. Right foot is going to come to the inner left thigh. And we're going to inhale the arms up to the sky and exhale, fold for a seated tree. We found this posture at the beginning of our practice, and maybe now you realize that you can stretch a little bit deeper, or maybe it just feels a little bit different after our practice. Inhale, come back up through center. We're going to roll over the feet to tabletop and find our way back to down dog. Maybe notice any differences between the left and right side. We're going to inhale the left leg up and back, and exhale, bring the left shin to the top of the mat for our half pigeon. Go ahead and settle into this posture. If you took recline pigeon, go ahead and switch the legs. Head can come to a block, the hands, or the mat. Just get comfortable. We'll be here for another minute. We're going to make our way back up. We're going to lean over towards the left hip and bring that right leg towards the top of the mat. Left foot is going to come to the inner right thigh. You're going to inhale to grow tall. And exhale, fold for our seated tree. Again, noticing any differences from the first time we took this posture at the beginning of our practice. Inhale back through center. Release the legs to the top of the mat. Give them a nice little shake. We're going to find our way to the back body. So slowly coming to the back. We're going to bring the feet a little bit closer to the sit bones than normal. We want to be able to brush the backs of our heels with our middle fingers. And we're going to find a couple rounds of bridge. So we're going to inhale and roll the spine up to bridge. And exhale, we're going to roll back down each vertebra to center. Inhale again, rolling all the way up. And exhale, rolling all the way back down. Last one, we're going to hold this one a little bit longer. So inhale, rolling up. Maybe hands come to the sides of the mat. Maybe we find a bind behind the back. Finding that core strength, that leg strength, grounding the feet into the earth. Knowing that we are strong and we are supported. Exhale, release all the way back down. We're going to find a happy baby, so hands can find the back of the knees. Peace fingers can find the big toes, or hands can grab the outside of the feet. We can find movement side to side, or we can find stillness. If you're in stillness, feel the back spine settle into the earth, pushing flat against the earth. Know that you are supported. You're held. You are strong. You are confident. You are determined. You are dedicated. We're going to release the legs and find Shavasana. So you can pick any posture you wish for Shavasana. You can find reclined bound angle. You can find knee knock pose. You can find traditional Shavasana. Whichever posture that is going to allow you to settle, release, relax, to allow the medicine to absorb into the body. The next time you hear my voice, it will be to guide you out of Shavasana. Slowly begin to bring awareness back into the body, wiggling the toes, the fingers, bringing a smile to the face. Maybe taking a full body stretch or a full body scrunch, and making your way to one side of the body. Take a moment here. Begin to find your way to a seated position. Hands come to heart center. And just take a moment in gratitude to thank yourself for giving yourself this time and space to connect mind, body, and spirit. And know that the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.